What's up, guys? Welcome to Shay's World. I am your girl, Shay, and it's been a minute since we've talked ABC's Extreme Home Makeover Home Edition Season 1. But this episode, which is episode 5, was a different episode by far. A good one, an emotional and tearjerker. Um, Hell, I even cried when I went to go gather screenshots. It's crazy. But of course, I don't do these recaps and reviews alone. So I have my lovely co host.
Your boy Malik, ready
Yes.
to make over a house.
Yes. Let's make over
Extremely.
a house, guys.
Yes.
We are back in Texas. We're back in Texas. We're back in Texas. Not in Hutto. We're in
Bunga-dum-da-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum.
Katy this time.
Oh,
And we have a
oh.
new family, the Elrod family. Okay. We have the mom and dad, which is Maurice and Regina. And then we have Maurice. And then we have Trey. He is 23. He's in school studying music production. We have Jalen. She is 21. She goes to Purdue and she is on track to go to the Olympics for track and field. I saw some of her jumps and
Literally on track.
oh my gosh, literally on track. And then we have the youngest of the camp, which is Samaya. She's 11. She is so full of life, considering all things. She is still so full of life. And then we have Miss Connie. She is 23. She is Maurice's niece, and she went to live with the Elrod family back in 2019, if I'm not mistaken. So this family, their story is a little different from all of the other families, which usually it is, they have a house and, we've had the first family that we got introduced to, their family needed to move on because they lost a dad 2 years ago. The second family, was the child who had cancer. And then I think the next family after that, I don't remember that next family, but I know on the 4th episode, that family was a blended family. The mom, she adopted minority kids and
Mm.
advantage of in their home. So they had a home which was pretty much big enough, but nothing worked. Like they were brushing their teeth in the kitchen sink, and all types of things.
I'm
So
trying to remember the third
yeah,
family. The third family, they were back in Florida a second time, weren't they?
yeah, they were back.
In a
That was the time
row.
that went through the actual hurricane and the tornado, but I can't remember the backstory on the family. It was the episode where the bachelor came. So I think,
Oh, the husband. That I think that's the same episode as the child with cancer. Who had cancer?
okay,
Um, now that's gonna bother me.
it really is. No, no, no. The
That
third family, she lost her husband, and he was the sheriff. That
yes,
one hit
yes.
me too because I'm like, oh, and then that one, it was, you got to see all the different policemen come, and they still had a relationship with those kids, and that one hit me too. We'll talk about it. We'll go back and do recaps of those, guys. Sorry, we have been slacking a little bit on the home makeover, and it's just because I have to gather a bunch of screenshots for it. And they have actually been quite emotional. The one with the cancer, and we talked about it. I just have not uploaded it to YouTube. But that one, ironically, was the same week that my dad actually did ring the bell. We just hadn't had his official ceremony, so that one hit kind of hard. And then the sheriff one, with the kids and them still having a relationship with those kids. Of course, I've lost deputies before, and when I watched that episode, I had just had a conversation with someone about that particular deputy that I lost and how his kids was doing, considering I hadn't been here in Mississippi for 7 years. So
Mm.
those episodes were
That's
hit.
when back when you were in the sheriff's office.
The first time, the
Mm.
very first time I was in the sheriff's office, though. So I really couldn't get my emotions together to watch it from the aspect of taking notes and stuff because they were just bringing up too many emotions for me. But we're back, and I'm going to do this show justice. We will go back and review episodes 3 and 4 so that, those of you who are just finding out about these families from watching us will still get, the justice for
Dude,
everything
yes, absolutely.
that's due to them. So, all right. And I did not forget, I purposely did not mention another important member of the Elrod family because I wanted to give it its own segment, like the entire story, its own segment. So, before we go into that, the other member of the Elrod family that lived in their home with them is Gran. It's Miss Cornelia, but they call her Gran. And um, they have a full house, as you can see. But August 29th, 2003, Maurice gets a call.
2023.
2023, sorry.
You good?
He get a call. Your house is on fire. They get there and they are wheeling his mom out on a gurney. And so not only did this family lose their home in the house fire, he lost his mom in the fire, and Samaya lost her cat in this fire. So this is a totally different type of home makeover than we're used to. And it's
This was a very this was such an episode. The
very,
begin This was the first couple minutes, mind you. So like just seeing this as an introduction, this is how I felt when I saw that. My heart absolutely broke. Hearing her talk about how they lost Gran was so heartbreaking, and like this was just, you already knew that this was going to be a very touching episode.
mm-hmm.
When Windows said get your tissue box, this was what he meant.
I was like, listen, I actually, because of course I watched it at work and I had all my napkins on the desk. Like I had to stop this episode multiple times and go outside and just
Mm-hmm.
whoo-saw because I was just like, I wasn't prepared. I just
Mm-hmm.
wasn't prepared. I would, and the way they set it up was really good because of course they just talked about the fire and then you just start getting the shots of Gran or whatever from her
I
birthday
was like,
party.
no,
And then,
no.
but some should have told me because the minute he said the date, she broke down in that confessional. And I was just like, where are we going with this? And it was like, no, no.
Devastating.
Yes.
Truly devastating. And I couldn't bear to imagine. I would never wish that kind of experience on anybody, not even a house fire. Even if she were to make it out alive, I wouldn't wish that on anybody, because that is just, I think that they built that house. I think they designed that house. Like that was their dream home. So that is true. That was truly devastating. So yeah.
She said they came from nothing and they worked
Mm.
their way up to that and then they lost it.
Mind
Um,
you, they're also in the community, right? They are
but they're
like
very
they're
big in the
coaches.
community. Both
Really.
of them are basketball coaches in their community. They do a lot. And see, what Regina did was they trained up kids so that they could go. out and play basketball and go at least make it to like D1 athletes and stuff like that. But what she was
Hmm.
doing was just going around to those random impoverished neighborhoods and just gathering up kids, whether they knew how to play basketball or not, and they would teach them how to play basketball. So it went even deeper than just I'm a coach here and yes, I pour into this. Like she was going out into the community and finding the kids.
Outreach,
Yes, very much so. Um,
real outreach.
yes. So their community was very happy to help with um the rebuilding of their home.
Mm.
So they are currently staying at Regina's mother's house. So they all live here. Regina's mom lives there. She was so gracious that she gave Maurice and Regina her bedroom. However, although they have lost their home and they've lost Granny, her dad has recently passed as well. I don't know the extent of the timeline, but I obviously had to be a fresh death because she said it felt weird. She was being by her being a daddy's girl, it felt weird just even sleeping in her dad's bed.
It was within the year. It had to have been
Seemed like
of them
so,
losing their house.
yeah. Um, so it's just, whew, it's just a lot.
The son is sleeping on the in the living room
Yeah.
on the mattress. Whenever he comes home, Connie is,
Alone for.
and she's talking about it's more comfortable than the mat. What?
Oh yeah, Connie
What?
is sleeping in the office on the floor. She said she had an air mattress, but the floor is more comfortable.
More comfortable. I'm like, that's so. I don't know. I love my bed. I'm so grateful. And I'm so grateful. I praise God every single day I get in this bed, because to just even think about the fact that I go in my room, it was just an office, I close it, and then I just get on the floor and go to sleep. That's so disheartening to hear. It's so, I wouldn't wish this experience on anybody.
Not
I
to
really
mention,
wouldn't.
there has to be some sort of backstory for her to be living.
To be over there.
You see what I'm
Mm.
saying? So that could have been a misplaced situation. So then you get stability for some years and then you guys all lose it all. Um, Ariane clocked it, her and her energy real quick. She was just like, oh no, I got to get you off the floor. And
Mm.
you can tell Ariane put a lot of thought into her room and the reveal, which made it even more special for me. So yes, I don't have pictures of really of anybody else specifically getting like their reaction to their room, but I do have my girl Connie's reaction to her room. Okay. I don't know. It's just something about her just
That one was very special. We are like, we are, but we don't really care. I did like Samaya's room a lot. But I just felt like you said that Kanye's room was very special, and for that specific reason,
Mhm.
she finally has not only her own space, but and it's not on the floor and it's comfortable. So yeah.
So, of course, they meet, and by they I mean the team. This wasn't a typical episode because granted they did go inside Regina's mom home and show them how they were living. It was different because typically, when they go in the home, they at least get to see a bit of each person's personality, but
Mm,
you don't really get to see much of that. You really just see more of their struggle and, suitcases everywhere. So that of course they leave, they go to the work site. It's the first day of them building. They have their talk, meaning Wendell, Ariane, I'm sorry, Joanne and
I
Clea.
feel like you're saying it right, Ariane.
I am
I
maybe
think so, but I don't know. That's what I've been saying. I hope
Ariane.
I'm right.
Okay, well then we'll go Ariane because that sounds more natural for me to
You
say.
know, I know a lot of Arianes.
Yeah. uh so let's see. let's just jump right over to the edit zone. And I just snagged a couple of pictures. They showed Grand's bedroom first. So basically, this edit zone was more so what were the things that were salvaged from the fire versus them trying to get them to get rid of things.
I loved this take. I absolutely thought that this was perfect and extremely well thought out for this family specifically. Because usually when we look at the edit zone, we see a lot of clutter. Even though it's very organized, it's a lot of clutter. It's a lot of things that these people have accumulated over the years and need to let go of.
Mhm.
However, when you have a family who has essentially nothing physically, how do you go about telling them that they need to let go of this, that, and the other? Well, they don't need to let go of it. They need to hold on to some things. So I think that to certain things, I think that this was very well thought out, and I enjoyed it. Or not, I enjoyed it, but I liked it rather.
Yeah, it was very good. They went through each person's room and the things that were salvaged, they were able to like tell maybe the backstories of it, and things of that nature. So this one was a little different. But it was good nonetheless.
Hmm.
The family, it was their first time seeing a lot of those things since the fire. Like those were the things that were more
Hmm.
so packed up and not the day to day things that they were using, which would be just basically their clothes or the new clothes that they accumulated since they've been misplaced. So for them, there was kind of a lot of their first time seeing these things and those memories coming back to the forefront of their minds. So it was really touching for sure.
Hmm.
Uh, Also, another touching moment was the fact that some of the actual firemen that worked the fire of their home came to help Wendell with some of the projects on the home. And, he's told the story about how they got the call. And he said that an Amazon truck was actually riding by and saw smoke coming from the house and called it in. So, you know, it just goes to show you that, of course, I personally love police, fire, medical because that's what I work in and serve every day. And it just makes me smile because it's like not all of us are bad. Some of us are really in this because we genuinely care. Um, so for even just for the
Hmm.
firemen to even get that chance to go and do that, I thought that that was really really cool. You know.
Yeah, I thought it was really nice too. I just thought it was really cool. That was very cool of Wendell to think of that and to say, "Hey, come, let's do this."
Yeah, 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 yeah. So now we get to the next emotional part of the show.
Mm.
And this is where Wendell reveals that he too has an emotional connection to this family because in 2007, he and his family lost their home and he lost his dog in this fire. And I was just like, oh my gosh. Because mind you, his current dog is like social media famous right at this point right now.
Mm.
He's got whole episodes on it. I don't know if it's a show. I don't know if it airs like just on YouTube or actual cable TV, but like there's been a whole show with like this world renowned dog trainer that came and specifically did a thing with Wendell and his dog. And I'm like, no, I didn't know you lost
Who,
the
like Caesar Milan?
yeah, 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 yeah. I'll
What?
send you a link to I'll send you a
Yeah.
link. Um, gorgeous dog, by the way. But yeah, so I was just like, oh no, Wendell, don't, no, you're
Yeah.
making me cry. Stop crying.
Not stop
And
crying.
then, of course, I have to get the petty picture because you can't say what
Uh,
I was about to say.
Oh,
Come
Shay,
on
come
now.
on now, come
Gotta
on.
make fun of a boy. Gotta give a boy, man.
Nah, I was when he said that I was very touched, and I thought that this was kind of, for lack of a better term, a full circle moment. Getting
Mhm.
to help another family, you know, through this very process that you went to, had to be in a sense therapeutic, and it had to feel like you were healing in a sense. I hope that
Yeah.
I hope that that made him feel very good because he did very well,
Mhm.
extremely well with putting this house together. The entire team did very well with putting this house together.
But you can tell Wendell is all through this house for
Hmm.
sure. Like if for no other house, he is all through this particular house for sure. All right. So now it is time, guys, to move that bus.
Mood. I want to wait. So, do you remember in the edit zone when they were like, write down something that you want to see in the new
In the
house,
new house.
and everything that they wrote wasn't even a physical
Nothing was
item, I don't think.
materialistic.
Yeah, and so Ariane was like, I would argue that you honestly already have what you want. And I was just like, whoa, that's huge.
Yeah.
That's
So they
actually
said
very
stuff like
huge.
movie nights.
Movie night, love, laughter,
Yes.
home cooked meals. Well, I don't know if that was, but that's just something, that's what I'm saying. I'm just throwing stuff out. Things that families have, things that families bring together.
They are such a humble family.
Hmm.
You can tell that from them losing everything, they truly have a new outlook on life and what's important. And it's like we went through all of that, but we're still together. We're going to get through this. And you just, whoever was over the production of picking the families, they have not missed in 5 weeks
I'm
on these
screaming.
families. Seriously, they have not missed. Um, so yeah, we're about to move that bus, and this is their home. Some of these pictures, y'all, my screen, my photo thing is
Yes.
tripping. So some of these are gonna have pictures like
Man, it's a
Molly.
good thing that you even was able to get the screenshot because sometimes they be playing
Oh,
with
they have that
us.
block. Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
We get some round blocks over here. No, just playing. Um, it's just some hardware in your computer you have to turn off.
I'll figure it out.
So anywho, this is the kitchen. Oh my gosh.
I'm
I
not
would
gonna lie.
choose this house just for this kitchen. Like if a
You
realtor was
said,
showing me
huh?
this house, if a realtor was showing me this house and I saw this kitchen, I would be like, yeah, I want this kitchen. I want this house. I would stay in this kitchen.
Very cute. I like it. It's
Oh, I
dark,
would
but I like it because it looks kind of luxurious. It's like black and gold. So
mm-hmm.
it's like I like it. I like it.
Oh shit, sorry. So
I'm
this
so,
is the yeah, that's the
and then it
kitchen.
like lightens up in
It lightens
the
up. So they have like
yeah.
the dining table area that flows open into the formal living room,
Hmm.
I should say. And then we have
I
Miss.
do think it's kind of interesting how those chairs are facing the couch, but
Mhm.
like
Well, there's no TV in there.
there's not really much. Oh, there's no TV.
There's no TV in there. So they do
Oh,
formal, yeah, in every house that they've done, they do like formal living rooms, which is basically somebody comes over to visit, we'll sit in here and talk, but that's it.
okay,
You're not
okay.
playing around in this room. You know what I'm saying?
I see.
We're
I
not doing
see.
all of that.
We're not
Take
playing.
your butt upstairs. Go to the Elrod
All
hut.
the while the grown ups talk down here.
Yes. So this is Miss Samaya's room. Gorgeous.
I love this room. I
Mhm.
love this room a lot. Like it's
It's
so
very airy.
yeah, that's perfect. I was gonna say clean, but perfect. Airy is literally perfect. I don't know how, but it's like it just flows and it's very light. When
Yeah.
you walk in, it's like
Yep.
I love this room.
All right.
I like the little chicken in the
Now,
little toy.
Maurice and Regina's room, this bed, bro,
My
love it.
chair is going so crazy right now. I'm trying not to like move, but it's
I can't hear it over my own loud mouth. So
period. This is a gorgeous room.
it is. I love this bed.
Me
And
too.
one thing I want to say about this room is that they were able to
All them pillows though.
salvage the their marriage certificate. It did get burned a little bit, but they found their marriage
Yes.
certificate and they framed it and put it on the wall. And it was just like, yeah, this is a death to death do us part right
Oh
here.
my god, that was
Let
so
me find my
beautiful.
person like that. Well, I got my person.
Oh, I was.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, 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 yeah. That was so beautiful. Oh my
oh,
god, that was amazing.
them
That
two,
that
them
was
two
a
little
perfect
white
touch.
chicks. Them two right there. They know what they doing. They know what they doing, bro. They know what they are doing. All right. So next you have the
Amazing,
Elrod Family Hub. They gave these people a whole movie theater, y'all, with the whole lit back curtain
gorgeous.
of it has gorgeous. Of course, they gave them the
The
whole
whole
popcorn
shebang.
machine, literally the whole popcorn machine, all of that.
Oh,
So
also, didn't they say
boom,
that
there it is, right
ESPN
there.
donated?
Yeah, I was gonna
Didn't they
get to
say
that.
ESPN? Oh, okay. I'm
Mhm.
sorry. I'm so
No,
sorry.
no,
My
no,
bad.
no, 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 no.
I saw them in the
So
corner, and so I was
all
like,
those
"Oh my god!"
basketballs on the wall, yes. Um, like we've said before, and we've mentioned that the family. So this, hold on, this is their legacy wall. And basically, what they did was they took a lot of their most important trinkets and things and put it, on this wall. But not only is that what's all on this wall, Maurice's mom's urn is on this wall. And when that man broke down
Mm.
crying and said, I have not seen this since my mom's service, I just put it in the box and it was in the garage. And he just started crying. And Samaya went over there and hugged him. I had to hit pause and let the waterworks go because
No.
I was no more good. No more good.
Oh man, I missed that. I must have missed that part. I vaguely remember it. I
Hmm.
think I was listening to it when that happened. But that is huge. I'm just thinking about, when my grandma died and we had her ashes, we had her urn at our house. But it was kind of on a wall like that. But I don't know. That's just such a big thing. Having seeing that and having that in your presence, it's
Hmm.
almost like having that person with you in a sense. You can go and talk to her
Yes.
literally.
And the fact that they put it in that room specifically, which is the central hub for the family, was even better.
Mm,
Even better. Because it's like while we are here enjoying this movie, Granny is in here with us too.
mm,
Granny Spirit is in here with us too. I would imagine that room is where everybody will go when they've had a long day. So just imagine you get that long day and you get to have that go in that room and you in there by yourself. And you can do exactly what you said. Go talk to Granny and
go
have,
talk.
and just feel her presence and peace and calm. Oh man. This show, this freaking home makeover show, bro, ultimately, essentially, this freaking home makeover show.
Yes, the entire show.
It goes to show you, though, just slide out of this on the production side, having the right cast to do these homes matter as well. Because every house that they have done, the cast has truly fallen in love with them. So they are really doing it from their heart and not because, like, this doesn't feel like I'm doing and hosting this show for a paycheck.
Yeah,
Like, this feels like I am truly here to help these people. I may have never would have found them on my own. So, yes, thank you for this show. But now that I've met them, I got this. And we about to spend all y'all money because we about to give them everything these people deserve,
everything they need
everything they deserve.
and want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So now we are going to move on to Connie's bedroom. And she also has another kind of airy room as well.
Yeah.
My girl, I was like, so deserved. So deserved.
Extremely. Extremely.
This is Jalen's bedroom. I love the furniture in her room, bro.
I forgot about this room. This is a really nice room. This is more of an earthy. If the other rooms were airy, this is
Very
earthy.
earthy. Very earthy. Very earthy.
This is a very nice room.
Hmm. And then this is the guest retreat. So it doubles as a guest bedroom. And in those cabinets over here, when people come over, they have like slippers, robes, and little stuff in there for the guests. But also of course, the bed, you move the table over, and the couch comes out as a bed. So that'll ultimately double over as Jalen's room. So when he comes home, he no longer has to sleep on an air mattress.
Trey.
He'll have a room. Also, Southwest Airlines. Speaking of
I was
Southwest Airlines, I'm gonna go back because I just
okay,
realized
okay, okay. Work, okay, okay.
so. While they were in that room, Joanna pulls out 4 plane tickets. Southwest Airlines heard about their story, donated those tickets to him and Jalen so that they can come back and forth for the holidays. I assume they got tickets there and back to and from
Like
school,
round trip.
Thanksgiving and
If they
Christmas.
got 4 round trip tickets, that would be
No,
amazing.
no. So round trip, you still separately paying for 2. I think,
Um,
to be honest. So yeah, they both probably can go back and forth to and from the school for Christmas and Thanksgiving for
right.
this year. But when they were at once Wendell showed the family the legacy wall, he also let them know that ESPN donated $25,000 in their family's name, along with 100 basketballs to this basketball training organization in Katy, Texas, that help train up future coaches so that they can continue to pour out into the community. And I thought that was so dope.
Yeah.
So dope. All right. So that is the house tour, guys. But it's not over. No. Mm-mm. Regina's mom comes over and she has this tote carrier in her hand, and out comes a new baby kitten for Samaya to help her healing journey. And when baby girl started crying, TT Erica was crying with you too, Samaya. Okay, I was crying with you too, girl, because I was just like, oh my gosh, that was amazing. Like,
Yeah.
amazing. Now, there was one thing I have been holding on to for the end of the show, because when I saw it, I thought back and I was just like, that's it. This is why all of Wendell is in this home. So I forgot that Regina mentioned that she lost all of her tools in the house fire and that she was a woodworker. Wendell is a woodworker. So after Samaya has her moment with her cat, Wendell pulls Regina to the side and says, "We're going to go in the garage." And he remade her workshop. And I was just like,
And she fell apart.
she
He
fell.
had to. They had to build her back together in the work. The workshop.
Yes, they had to put her back together in their work room
Okay. Yes.
because she was just like, Wendell.
That was
And
her
then
connection to her father.
it also was her connection to her
Same
father.
with.
Same
Same
as
with.
with Wendell. It
I'm
was
about to
just
run up out of here.
so full circle for so many people in this house. They were able to have so many full circle moments.
Yeah.
Hands down, the best episode this season. And I personally did not think anything could top the very first episode because of the tears. But it's so many little small things in this episode that make a whole.
So earlier, I had forgot that they were talking about Jalen's medals and how the fire literally skipped over her.
Over her medals.
Yes, and when she said that, that felt like it was solidified. I was like, "What?" It's like you said. It's just a lot of stuff. This was a very great A plus plus plus
Plus, plus,
plus.
plus, plus.
Oh,
Because it was literally that good. And like you said, I hope Wendell was able to, if he had any little pieces of healing to do from this house fire, I hope that one, he was there so he got to see it, but once he saw this episode and actually got to see the confessionals and how they felt about this home, because the things that we're saying, they said as well, they said their home felt very intentional. It felt like love. And I hope that if he had any healing to do from his house fire, he was able to get it from helping them, because one, he deserves it, and he really outdid
yeah,
himself in his house. Like that workshop for Regina, badass, first of all. Because can you imagine how much all them dang on tools would have cost her if she had to replace them one by one?
Girl,
Like, I just lost my house. I
tools
really
are
ain't got time to think about no
not
tools.
cheap. That wall is a good 5 to 10K at least if it's good, if it's real good equipment,
That's on a low
in my
scale.
opinion.
On a low scale. Now, granted, we're not gonna act
Well,
crazy.
girl, I'm
We're not
cheap,
act
so
like not gonna act like those tools were not donated, because one, they got free publicity and a tax write-off. But just the fact that I'm sure, had Wendell not been the advocate for having this workshop, they wouldn't
hmm
have, you know what I'm saying? It wouldn't have gotten done. And just the value of that, what he was able to give to her, you know, just chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. And even though you guys may have said through this whole entire recap, I still need you to go to Hulu right now and stream this episode. You need to watch it. I don't think our commentary can do it as
absolutely
much
not.
justice. You need to go and watch it. And then on this Thursday, you need to make sure you watch it on ABC 7, 8, no, 8, 9, 8,
8
9.
Eastern,
So 8
9,
your time.
8, 9 Eastern, 8 Central. Is that how it goes?
I think so. So yes, 8 Central, 9. No,
Catch it
7
on Thursday,
Central,
Thursday night.
actually 7 Central, 8 Eastern. Actually, it's 7
Okay,
Central,
okay.
8 Eastern. Sorry for the chaos. Because Traders comes on after it premieres. Actually,
Oh,
yeah. So make sure you go watch the next episode that's airing.
the next episode.
We need them to get
Hey,
a
hey,
season two.
hey.
It's important. It's
Yeah,
really important. If we have to, and I'm not gonna go too far off on a tangent, but if we have to deal with what we have to deal with, and I'm gonna just say for the rest of this year and
the next
coming
4,
years,
3.
you know, we at least need to be able to find some type of goodness in this world, and that is what this show is. They're angels. These are angels. Okay, these are God's angels, and we need them on our screen because somebody gotta
This is
have
a very good feel good show. I'm gonna start putting more people onto this for real because this is a very great feel good show. There's not many feel good shows. This is a very good one. Absolutely.
emotional
Mhm.
but worth it. So
Mhm.
I promise, when you get done crying and all of the hugs are given and the credits are rolling, I promise you will find yourself smiling
Mhm.
and like just genuinely be like, I'm so happy for them. Literally. Every single episode, that's where I'm at. Crying and then I'm smiling. Like, oh my gosh, so happy for them. But that's that. All right, guys. Make sure you like this video. If you have not already, hit that subscribe button. Drop down in the comments. Let us know if you've seen the episode. Are you planning to go and watch the episode? Or if you just plan on watching our reviews. And that's okay too. Well, no, it's not okay, but it's okay too. As long as you hit the like button, it's okay. We'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out.